live stream channel, the drawing channel. You like to know. If you've never been here, you better subscribe. That's my suggestions. Yeah, this is just kidding. This is the cook, rooster, which we drew yesterday, I think, in other channel. In the other demonstration I did for other friends here, there. So now I'm gonna to erase this one, and I'm going to draw this dog today, this time. Okay, so let me just list a little bit here so you can see better view. Okay, so let me welcome, have a greeting to everyone today here.
Getting your hands on the best water pump.
Okay. Let me put this closer. Okay, so I show the dog here in the corner. I hope you can see, because some of you like to see the original or the reference photos. So that's the reference pictures I'm drawing today. So I'm gonna to erase this rooster, and then I'm gonna to draw a new one. The dog will be our subject today. So I'm gonna to erase this one, and then I have a new one drawing. So I will use chalk. So you'll never be here, then this is the chalk. You can buy a lot of different stationery stores, or any store. I think it's so popular, and this is very popular here in my city. Not recommended, but it's everywhere, so you cannot avoid to mention this brand. This is okay, this is acceptable, and they have different, I think, different pack of different volume, different contents. So these are 12 in one box. You can buy 300 in a box, but not many people like to use that many as before, except for those who want to teach in the school. They have their own blackboard to draw every day. So this is the chalk, and this is the blackboard, and we use the chalk to draw. Okay. Cirque is least bothered. Oh, I don't understand. All right. Okay, so this is the chalk, and this is the blackboard, and this is the dog we're gonna draw, and this the one, this rooster should be removed soon. Thank you, Red Rooms. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming on our channel. So we're gonna to erase this one, and then we're gonna to draw a new one So you will see I erase this. Oh, you see I touch this a little bit. I make it back so I can erase it as a beautiful picture. So you see, this is what I did yesterday, and then I'm gonna to remove it now. So to save your time to start earlier, now we're gonna to erase that one. I hope everyone stay here to see what I'm gonna to draw, but not living because I am erased the old one. Okay, so you see, the rooster is gone, but she's still so beautiful. 非常的漂亮。Okay. So now you see her eyes like a dinosaur. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Okay, then it's moving. So it's gone. We say goodbye to the roaster. Okay, so it's gone. And I erase this. And I will make it clean and dry for our dog. We're gonna to draw this dog. A white. What do you call this dog? I don't know the name of the dog. They have many different breeds or whatever. Breeds of dogs. Different name, like a Chihuahua, like I don't know, not many. Like I remember some, but I still I forgot soon. Okay, I'm drawing this dog. So when I finished my drawing today, this dog will be on the blackboard. So let me see how we can do with it to draw this beautiful dog, a white dog. Very cute. Golden Retriever. Oh yes, 金毛. Thank you. Well, you're great. Yes, I'm drawing a dog now. Yes, I'm drawing this dog. I'm drawing this dog on my blackboard. So you can check before I finish it. Finish my drawing today. You can check my channel, browse my channel to see a lot of animals I draw. If you're interested, then stay tuned for today's live stream of drawing. What do you call this? Golden Retriever. Okay, Golden Retriever. All right. Yeah, I can read it, but I don't remember it. Okay, so this is a little blackboard, and we want the dog right sitting in my blackboard. So this, let me see. I usually, okay, I make it smaller, not too big, because we need to put her ear here. So not too big. That's the face, the major face area here, and we don't want it too big, too big, but not too small, not too big. Just right about the size I can handle in 1 hour, and in this small blackboard. So I divide it by 2, up and down. So I need now to place her eyes, nose, and mouth in this area in the right position. Okay, so this he's looking in front, just looking at us, just run, and just looking, staring at us. So we are looking the dog at this angle. So it's a front view of this dog. So we measure already that how she place her facial features on this circle. Okay. So we found, let me see, half and half, half and half. And we see that we found that he had a nose here in the center. Okay. And in the half size here, he got two eyes over here. This is the eyeball, and this is another one. So this is the center. So see, it's about the same position. It's symmetry, so it's easier. You can see both the eyes, one's here, one here. They are in the same position, left and right. Okay, so his nose, and he got this angle. You can feel that. So this is her cheek and cheek, right? And then her nose starting from this area, right? And a long, big face, and then he opened her mouth like this. And then this is a chin, and you got the tongue goes out. And there's tongues right here, and this mouth, this lips, and then there's a mouth, the lower jaw right here. So the jaw's right here. So it's easy. You seen that? He's here, right, already. So he got two bones here, one bone here on the forehead. So this is a bone, right? So he got a head like this. Yep. And this is the jaw here. So this is the neck. So her neck comes down like this. Oh, very big, so big, huge. So you got a face actually like here. Lower jaw here, this the side of her face right here. So now we're gonna to draw her ear. The ears goes like this, below, and then right, so we got here, got a nose here. Same. So we need to check the size. If it's already here, so this is another ear. Okay, this is a shoulder. This is shoulder, and there's a body. Okay, it sounds okay now. There's a golden retriever. The answer: yes, high season Season L. Hello, hello. Dusty films. Looks like my drawings. Whoa, great. Because we're drawing the sand animal, sand path. I'm drawing this. Probably you're drawing this golden retriever as well. So every dog looks like very very much alike. We have a very bad recognition capability, cognition capability of animal. We cannot recognize their face. Okay, anyway, in short, we don't recognize. We can recognize people's face very well, but not animal, because we think they almost looks like the same. If there's a golden retriever in front of you, you cannot tell which one is which. Okay, there's two long head bumper here. Okay, so that's the dog. Actually, he's a little bit on this way, so I lift up this eyes a little bit higher, so it goes like this. So he's tilted, not really vertical here. He goes like this, so it so goes like this. Okay, a little bit, not totally vertical, but a little bit here, like this, right? Okay, so let me check the size. If we make everything right, okay, the dog here, yeah, it's about right. Yeah, I better check with this. So you have to check how his vertical distance, somewhere, the distance from here and there, equal to other side of some vertical distance. So if the face is this long, this distance, and I will find a right place to show, okay, it's about right in this vertical distance, and this distance equals to this distance. And let me check my reference photo if that stays the same. So I check that, and I see almost right. Okay, so you see that. So you can see here, you from here, okay? You see how long his face, like this big, this long? And he got the same eyes over here, the same distance here. Okay. Okay, so now we have the sketch ready. So it's empty. I say empty because there's no volume, there's no dimension. It's only the line construction, like a blueprint, like a flat plant of this beautiful dog. Let me see. Eyes here. Oh yeah, he a little bit tailed here. So remember, he always look down like this. How many years I've been drawing with chalk? Like when I have the sense to study, to explore the chalk drawing, it's like 4 years, I think. 4 or 5 years. And then I started drawing, and I draw more and more. When I started, I did not work so hard. I drew one picture, one drawing every week or month, and now I draw like like a lot in a month. So I draw almost every day now. Thank you, Pro1234. Yeah, thank you. So I've been drawing this for a few years. So when I was in the school, I teach in the school. At school, after my very late career of my business career, I returned to the school from business. And then I pick up the chalk, and I think the chalk might be a great idea, a great medium to draw with, to play with. So that's how I started. Now I left my school after almost 10 years working there. Okay. Okay. So now we have this ready, and then I have to check everything okay and the detail. So I see the eyes right here. Okay, it's about right. Yeah, actually the angle. So the eyes goes by the nose, and it's point to this right chin, the corner of her right chin, and then go this part. Yeah, so there's always some relationship between all the facial features. Okay, so we try to find it out so we know where they are and the position. So it will not distort it, or it's now manipulated by accident. You know? So it will be normal, a dog, if you notice how they are real, the facial features should be, right? Okay. I'm not too good in my English, so you just guess what I'm saying, okay? Try to understand. Okay. So now I'm going to use this chalk, the side of the chalk. I think this is great to make a light and shadow, overall lighting arrangement, distribution of this dog. So you see, even I finished my drawing, you can see this very light area here. It seems like the light is coming down from the top. So this is very light, and it's kind of already some dimension over there because it's much stronger than the line under here. So this, you will see that this receives much more light. But actually, yes, actually it is. So the light coming from here, like a rain, like a snow blowing this way. So every part in this direction facing direct light, a very light. So I gave a very foundation light and shadow, a shadow distribution for us to start with more detailed, drawing later. So now we just give a very roughly light distribution. So all this part, all his left part are very bright, right? Because the light is coming down here and got some shadow here. Or maybe not, maybe this check is very high. So here, and the left side of her, there's some shadow here, and her shoulder, her body are much brighter. Now you can see all her left side are bright, but because it's a white dog and the light is so strong, and they only cast some shadow on this area, and every other part very bright. So even here are very bright. So they got some light over here. It will save our time and guide us to make more detail later to describe this, to draw this beautiful dog. So her ears here are much dark, and the face over this side not too strong compared to this side. Like the mouth here, these are much light, and this is shadow. And he got some lips here, tongues here, but on the mouth it's dark. There's no light over there. Okay, so now you can see this is a dog. It's a little dimension. It's like takes some volume. It exists there because he blocks the light, so create a shadow and the light area. He blocked the light from here, so all this part under the shadow. So you have a, now you can see that this is a solid subject, solid, what do you call very something really there to block the light, like a stone. It blocks the light, like a mountain. It blocks the light. So all the lights come in from this direction. So this is a statue. What would you recommend? Choco or chalk? Yes, traditionally we use choco because we have already a long time trend and have the vision or understanding of the world, the light and shadow, based on the shadow, because choco you draw the black area. What I mean black area, blacks means the shadow. So we use the shadow to form the dimension, and that is a traditional way to understand the universal light and shadow relationship and something like that. And you can find a lot of materials, teaching materials, to tutorial about charcoal drawing, but it's easier to learn to start. Okay, so better than chalk. Chalk is another way dealing with light and shadow, and another system to deal with light and shadow, because we use chalk to create light. So this is a light. So I put light here, and then shadow is on the blackboard. But with charcoal, like this charcoal, if this is a charcoal black, you draw the black. So you find when you draw the animal, for example, of this dog, you focus on the shadow. So where there's shadow, and then you leave the paper, the white paper as a light. So you make the light diminished. You make the light, covered, fixed by those shadow. So shadow support the light in charcoal drawing. But in chalk, we have different way. The later, the chalk thinking, the chalk way is not quite familiar to most of us. Okay, so that's how I explain that. I hope you understand. But there's a very different feeling, and when you have the work finished with chalk and charcoal, you can feel that. I don't know how to explain because different feeling. I my own feeling is that chalk drawing is more like more like a black white photo. Okay. Oh, all right. That's why I try my best. But in theory, when they finished, they are the dogs. If you are drawing dog, whether you use chalk or chalk, they should have the same image like this, right? Okay. So you can see the textures. I can explain it another way. So you can see the texture of light in chalk drawing. So all this area, light area, you can see the textures. So you can see the hair. And in chalk drawing, the black drawing, you can see the textures in black. Okay. In the shadow, in the black area. Okay, I try my best. So excuse me if you don't understand. All right, great. You understand? You got it. Yes, yes, that's what I mean here. So you have different view of the subject here. If you're a chalk artist as I am, I am focused on this light area. I create a different light, like what I'm doing here. I'm trying light. But if you're drawing from use chalk, use charcoal, then you're looking for those black area, the shadow area with the shadow, and you use the shadow to create the light. Okay, so that's what you mean. That's what I meant. But in universal, it's more normal because if there is no light, there will be no shadow. So lights creating everything. If there are no light, there's nothing. So when you draw with chalk, it's light. So when you draw light, shadow comes out. All right, but in the traditional way, it's reversed. Okay. So we like sometimes you say we like a God. When there's a light, there's creature, there's a universal, there's a universe, there's a earth. If without any light, there's a darkness. Everything's dark, so you see nothing at all. Okay. So that's light. So we deal with light. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do all the details. Oh, so great, you support my idea. Okay, so now I drawing this. So with charcoal, I know her eyes are black, right? But I know he's some light on the edge of her eyeball. So I draw this light here. See, and then I will draw her eye bone surround the eyes. So this is the eye socket. So light's coming there. You got the light here, highly above, right here. And then here's the eye bone here. You see this black? That's mean the shadow. Because light coming there, this the eye bone highly above here, like a human being, right? So this is dark. And the eye stuck in the eye socket here. So this is the, actually this is the bone area, and this is the eye frame, and of eyeball here. So you got the light here, right? Why this is dark? Because the nose here is hardly above. This is some shadow here. It's not here. So the light is coming from here. It hits the eyebrow here. It hits the eye frame, eye bones here, and the cheek here. Right? So it's more natural way to think about light. Okay, so this is the light. And he got the shadow here. If this is a cheek is a little bit lower here. This is a higher bone here, and the lower here. We don't draw that later. We'll do that later. Okay, so that's how we draw, how we do light. Okay, so this is the eye. Then this is the eye socket. This is the eye corner here. It's under the shadow, so it's not very visible. A little bit gray, little light over there, but you got a very strong light over here. And of course, sometimes we use a eraser to help us to do some detailed shadow. So this is the eye socket shadow. This is the eye area, and this is the eye lip. Around here, this corner. So eraser will remove the excess chalk. You play there accidentally. You don't want it there because chalk is so bold on the end, so it will touch. It will not precisely stop where you want it to stop. But for the big area, that's fine. For the large area, that's fine. For the tiny, small area like this eye here, very delicate light and shadow, you probably need something to help you to do the details. Okay, so this helps you to do the detail, to remove excess chalk. That means you remove the light away out of the subject right there. So you see, if I erase this one, the light is gone, right? So I need the eye, this the pupil, like this big. Okay, so that's here. That's it. But you see the picture there, it's all black eyes, all blacks. But because we haven't finished yet, so don't worry about that. We will do that in detail later. So now I draw this eye. So the same with this eye, he got the eyeball here. He got an eye and some detail there, but yeah, probably you don't have to. We don't have to do that detail. So it gives the eye socket. We just handle things like this because light is coming from here. So this part is so bright. So it's dark, it's bright, and he got the cheeks like this, so bright, right? And the nose right here, a little bit shadow here. So you see how the eyes on the other side? Yes. So I remove some chalk. This is the shadow. Because it's too small, I have to use my eraser to erase my chalk my blackboard. I leave the eyes here. But in the beginning, in this stage, we draw this layer by layer. So on the first layer of our drawing, you don't worry about too much about the detail. You just make sure to measure the main features and the structure of her eyes is ready for detail. So it's roughly right here. So let me do this. Make this the same size. So this is the eyeball. All right. So here, this is the eyebrow, right? They have a, what do you call this? Just like people, there's a raise up, right? Yeah, higher bone right here, right? So the eye socket goes like this. It's a circle, a frame there. Okay, so the nose coming from the center, between the nose. So the nose open up like this, go this way, and down, and down, right? So I give the shape already here. But you see the light coming from here, so here, this part will be much brighter. And then her nose, we just give a very simple light shadow. So he got a nose like this. He got a different iron shadow here because this is not flat. It's something up and down on the surface. So you don't worry about that. We will do that later. So now we have to decide the center of her nose. Let me see, right here, I give this the nose. And let me see her nose right here. So I give this nose right here. So this is a circle. This black is her nose. If I draw nothing, it's her nose. The eraser, yes. It's a pencil eraser, and this is a pencil eraser as well. So they have a rubber eraser on the hand, so you can use. One is you can tear off this paper, so you can have this out. So you erase that, and some you have to sharp. It's just like the pencil you have to sharp. So you see, it's soft. You see, it's soft, right? So let me see what they call this. There's a nan over it. Oh no. Yep. Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, let me show you. Oh, they call rubber pencil. All right. I bought this on Amazon. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, where is it? Hold on a moment. Let me retrieve this. Retrieve what I have in stock. They have a name on it. Well, anyway, I couldn't turn on this. Okay, let me show you. That's the eraser. You see, they call it rubber pencil. Yeah, you can get it in Amazon. You can see any or store, our supply store. You can have this rubber pencil. Okay, and you can have a lot of different things to do that. Sometimes I use this Q-tips to remove some chalk. If I don't want to really clean, I use this. So you can blend some chalk with that one. And sometimes you can use traditional eraser, rubber. Let me see if I got one here. No. Yeah. Just like any eraser you got in there. When you were a kid, you used that a lot. Okay, I don't have one available now. Okay, so that's it. That's the two I use. Yeah. Ask any question you'd like to know about drawing with chalk. Sometimes I use brush. Okay, let me show you. Yeah, you can remove chalk with many stuff, like a brush. Yes, you can remove the chalk. If you don't want to, like a very sharp, clean edge of what you just removed, you want to blend it, you can use a brush, but it will leave the chalk there. It will not make this as black as it is of the blackboard. So it's always chalk over there. But sometimes you need this, right? And of course you can have this, the stand stuff here. You can create that with the chalk, with this brush to remove excess one. Okay, depending on what textures you like to get when you remove the chalk. Okay, so that's it. Okay, yeah, I just try to make chalk amazing, yeah, because most people don't use that. When we were kids, until we whatever what age you are now, probably you've never seen a chalk drawing with realistic drawing of animal or portrait. So let me draw this, right? So he got a nose right here, and then I know her nose, the top of her nose, there's some light, but I know his nose are black, so this light will not so strong as here, as her hair, and I know her structure of her nose, like this. So I draw like this. I draw a circle like this. You see, I leave the black area as a nozzle, right? And then there's a shadow area, so you can see some light, because light over there here will be much lighter, and this will be light, and there's some light over here. And of course, all these are details. You don't have to do that now, but I just show you. That's how we create light. We think in terms of light. We don't think of shadows, because shadow will come up when you finish your light drawing. Okay, this is a center of nose divider. So he got some reflection over here. You can make it a little bit bright. Right? Then you can see, oh, it's about there. He got a nose in this area. So you see her nose there now? I don't see this part. This also should be the same. So now you see it's about there. But in the first layer, we don't do that detail, too much detail. We just make a basic structure and then we come back later for more detail. So I just want to get a feeling of the total image of the drawing, or total image of this star. So you got a shadow here, right? Because the light over here, there's some shadow casting over here. But there, it got some refractive light over here. So you got a light here. So even you draw the mouse like this, both this part, they are not equally lit. They have different light. So here is much grayer, not so bright. And right here, you can make it brighter, stronger. Okay, so this her mouse over here. This is the shadow area, not too bright. I just lift the mouse. So the nose, it's about the size here. So you have a feeling, you got to get a feeling how big it should be. I think it should be like this. And I will check. Here. So I make adjustment to see how big her nose should be. So this size. Right here. I check with the photo, my photo, to see how big this should be. All right, it's about that one. Okay, so you got this pie right here, and this is the side of her mouth. This is the main part, major part of her mouth. So it's here, and now we go down to her tongue. Also, the tongue's here, and there's a shadow here, so there's no light at all. And he got a tongue here. So it's very light. And he got divided by 2. And he got the left tongue over here a little bit lighter. So you get the shade here. And some are here. Okay, got a bright area here. And you see, because it's divided here, so there is a lighter. So you see that there's 2 different lights here. So this is a light over there, and there's a light over here. But we just start very roughly. No, it's not all in detail. Okay, so I need the mouse over. Okay, so you got her tongue over there. Right, see here? And then this black is her black lips, lower lips here, and he got a chin over here, And got some light here. And he got the black lips there, black lips here. So you just leave a very lower jaw, lower, what do you call this? Chin over here. Okay. And then his mouth open like this. This is the upper mouth. And then he opens her mouth right here. This is the corner. And then so this is the mouth. All right, so you got the sand here. These are black. Yeah, sometimes I say eraser. Your fingers are also eraser, so you can remove excess chalk with your finger. But when you do that more, a lot of chalk over here, you have to clean it up. Yeah, okay, that's great. Roman sin. Yes, everybody like to learn new drawing skills. So I hope I can be helpful to you in drawing with chalk. So this is my mouth over here, but I know this is not too bright because under the shadow lights coming from there. So here is very dark, but he got some refracting light on the left. So supplemental light. So when you see the picture, you have to judge the light direction, light source direction, and you have to tell how many lights are there. What is the major lighting direction? What is the supplemental light? What is the refractive light? Okay, so then you can handle this all this well. So this is some refracting light here on the left side, on the right side here. The major light is coming down here. So now we have this already ready. All right, then I have eyes. I have the direction eyes. And I just mentioned myself, I have to make this not so higher. This is lower. But don't worry about that now. You can do that later. Okay. Then I got to draw the ear. So this is the ear lobes here. Got a line here, remember, but the ear is much far backward, because we know the light, her nose and her face and the mouth is much closer to our eyes, so we can see that very clear. But the ear, even the light is coming from there, the light on the back are not as strong as here we see, because this area is much closer to your eyes. Okay, this is much closer to your eyes, this area. This is also dimensional. Don't make it a flat picture. It's a dimensional. The dog mouth and nose is coming toward, growing toward to you, right? It's going like this way. It's long from here and goes here. So it's much closer to you. It's not flat. It's not flat. It's going like this. Okay, I don't know how to say that. All right, so that's why I'm explaining here. I will not give too much light, too strong, to overcome, to suppress this one here. So make it very blur. But I know that this is a light area, but the ear is far more behind the face here, so it's behind. It's not a major. It's not a major part of our drawing. It's a supporting part to make this dog as a dog. Okay, so I give a very basic light, and I will handle that later. I just make that. This is the age of her ear. Give more light here. Oh yeah, I train every day. Okay, so ramen. Yeah, there's many definitions of beginner, huh? Because there's many different level of beginner. Have you ever draw anything? Have you learned some basic sketch? Are you interested in the portrait? Are you did you draw some landscape drawing? Before knowing that, it's hard to really make a good recommendation. But if you want to learn drawing as a chalk, no matter what level you are, you start with something to follow someone, some styles you like, and copy everything he drew. Then it keeps you interested in all the subject he drew is what you like to draw, to follow, to copy him. So that's a way to start. Find someone, find some style, find some tutor, or find his work, and then try to draw the same, to copy, to learn. If he or she is not offering any course, any training to you, you just learn from their works, their finished works. Okay, so then I drew this eye this year. He got a light over here. So you start with someone you like, follow him to draw, to copy her works, to see how close you can do to close his work. If he offers some course and gives some advice and provide some tips, then take them, because it's especially helpful when you finish, when you might try to copy the work they do. Okay, so that's how I start my drawing. I like to draw a human portrait, so I start as a self-learner. I'm not an artist student, so I learn. I bought a book, and I go through all the works over there. The books, many people probably know. Andrew Loomis, the head and hand of portrait. A lot of artists start with that book. It's a great book. It's a great beginner, friendly guide of drawing. So he will teach you perspective. They will teach you how to make a composition. They will teach you how to see the proportion. He will teach you how to see the light and shadow. All are there. So that's the beginning. So find a good textbook. Then that is also helpful. Okay, that's my advice. So now on YouTube, on all this self-media, you can find those materials free. Okay. When I was young, if I want to learn, I have to buy the book. and I don't have money. No, I have little money, so I have to save money to get their publishing book. Okay. Okay, perspective is helpful. Hi, Nika. Hi, Nika. Nika is a great friend, great supporter of this channel. Thank you. Coming back. Okay, so now we are drawing this golden retriever. Okay, so now we're going to draw the forehead right here. So I draw this part first. So these are divided two parts, as you know. So we draw this part, light coming from here. So this is very bright, and this part on this side, and it turns gray, shadow on the right, right? And then he comes to this part. Yes, this is so bright here. And then he got the light on this side and turn a little bit gray, but not much, because it got a very white hair. Okay, so I covered it. So now it looks like more there now. So I move this part now. So this is the eye area, and then this is the eye, and this is the shadow area, and this is the cheek. Oh, eye friend over here. The cheeks are over here. So this is so dark, and he got the cheeks up here, right here. So all this area not too bright. So we draw like this very slightly. We do a shade here. This side. This is a jaw behind this mouth, right? So we just need to make a mouth here. Mouth open here. So he got some light over here. Again, very bright. Okay, so this part is very dark, and then I move that later. We will draw that later. But here, you got light from the side. So the light right here. So I just give it a shape. Now, I leave there. So I handle this part. Same as here. This is a cheek. Or the eye frame below the eyes here. And he got a bone like this to connect her mouth here. And he got a jaw here because it's so bright. So this part is not so dark. You just can tell there's a bone here, and this another part, very light area here. So her jaw in this side much bright than here. So you give more light here and go down. Okay, so this part, this is a shadow because it's under the ear. So when we finish this face here, now we're gonna make the neck and the body. So we finish one by one. This is the first layer. So we just, the first layer, the purpose of first layer is make sure the structure and the position and the light and shadow of each this local area are handled. I'll give a basic fundamental or the blueprint before you start, before you go more detail. Okay, so this and that, he looks like they have a scarf here. Okay, so bright. Okay, this is a very, very warm scarf to keep them warm. They have a very long hair. Yeah, there's no any shortcut here. You have to do that. Just like just go the direction as the hair grows. Okay, so I draw this line so you can see I draw the lines here, and here is straight, and here is another part here. They all come together to the chest here, to her chest. So here comes another part of her hair scarf. But you need to give some very, very light shade. So now this is very rough. That's okay. You can do that much detail later, depending on how much time you have, and depending how would you like, how you like it looks like. You really want to make real alive and realistic, so you can make all the detail. The more detail you draw with your drawing, the more realistic it will be. Okay, trust me. So that's why you spend more time on your drawing, the more surprising artwork you will finish. Okay. You won't believe it. It just takes time. No skill at all. Okay. Hi, Artemis. Well, great brother. Thank you. Now I get. I need to take my save my time. I can use my chalk here. I give. This is not good. Too sleepy. Too slippery. I need some rough surface here, so it will come out more chalk when I scratch my chalk on the blackboard. Otherwise you will not see a lot of chalk here. So I need to do that. I need to find a broken I always do that. Because nowadays they do this, they make chalk too good. They have a protective surface around the chalk. So you cannot scratch chalk off on the side. You can write on the tips, okay, because you can scratch off. But on the side, because they have a protective, what do you call this? Protective film, like a film, or what do you call it? A coat, so that prevent. It will make the chalk much stronger. Okay, that's good. But it's not good to draw from the side because the sides are protective. It will not come off any chalk. But so that's why you have to scratch to destroy the surface, the coat here, so you can come out with more chalk when you draw with the side like this. So you can reach a lot of chalk with sides. You see, I can move them. I try to save my time, but all this chalk are too good. I try to find. Okay, this one is good. This already broken. Okay, so I know this one, and I need this one here. So you see, I give a very bright coat cover with chalk here, but it's not right, and I need some texture here. So I still have moved somewhat, but it comes out much quickly when I have this under coat. Okay, this is a part. This is a part. This is a shoulder. This oh no, this is a neck. This is a shoulder. So give some shape there. It's a big cow. It's a big dog. So so you need that a lot of hair. So this part was much bright. And when you come to this part, it's all shadow area. So this part is not so bright. Remember, this is a shadow. And you can still have some light over here. But here, you got no more light. Okay, so here, got some light. I need to age much more texture, so I throw more hair here. So you see now I have fixed all the area, filled all area with chalk, more or less with chalk. With a light area, there's more chalk over there. With a dark area, there's less chalk. Even there's no chalk like eyes. So everything here is the dark there. So now you see this is a 40% finished. It seems like you turn on the lights, but you're not turning maximum light. You just turn like a 40% light on this dark. So you just see 40% of the dark. That's how I describe the light effects. So now I finished 40%. Now you can tell this is a dog. You will not say this is a cat, or this is a lion or a tiger, because you see this is a dog already, right? It's a 40% light. So that's in your room. You turn on the light. You have the 10 lights over there. You turn on 4 of them. Then you can see this roughly golden retriever there. But you cannot see detail. It says dripping her what do you call mouth water? I don't know how to say that. Probably there's some hair, little hair here. Probably got some teeth. Tooth here. You cannot see. You cannot tell. Okay, that's in the beginning. Right, because it, only 40% light there. You cannot see there very well. Very clear. Okay, let me see this part. This is a mouse with this part. So I make the equal symmetry here. So this is the mouse. This is the mouse. You see? Okay. So what a question there. Where you from? I'm from Taiwan. Taiwan, a small island in East Asia. But now I'm doing my live stream in Canada. Okay. So I'm from Taiwan. Yeah, I hope you hear you know the name. Taiwan is the biggest supplier of chips, electronic chips. Make all the mobile, all the electronic device work because of the chips. They have they supply more than 50%, or 60% globally, the chips. So where are you from? So rap. Ultimate Soul Rap 2.0. Is that a game? Is that a game of a video game? Okay, now we have a mouse over here. We have a mouse over here. This is a drop. Oh man. All right, we have the shape already there. So now we're going to do more details about the drawing. Oh, you're going to the Philippines. Yeah, we are neighbors, right? We have only a street, not far away from each other, right? We're from Philippines. Okay, so hope you like Taiwan. Okay, now I'm going to do next layer, more detail. Okay, 桃园, Taipei, Taiwan, Taoyuan Airport. Yeah. Okay, so let me draw the eyes. So let's start with the eyes. Now, so I got eyes over here. And then I have her eye socket, eyeball here. There where his nose. And this is the eye frame below. This eye, okay. And then he got the eye shadow here. Then this is her eyeball here. And here is the eyelid, black. Okay, he got some very great stuff here. It's not so dark. Okay, he got the eyebrow here. He got the eyelid on the top. Okay, this is a trick. Then can make this part. We will make this part later. Okay, this is the eyes over here. And then we have to move to the other part. Right here. So he got the eyeball here. And he got the eye friend here, so bright. And this is the side of her nose. And turns in here like this. This part and this part. And now I have to draw her eyes. Right. This is the eyeball. This is the pupil. Got her white eyes over there. Should be much higher. I need to fix the eyes here. This is her eyeball. Because it's so light from here, so this is very clear than here. So you have to make the structure. Okay, and it's so tiny. I need some tips. The sharp chalk, and here to draw the lines. Here. Here. Okay, so this is blur. This is the shadow. This pupil here. Sinus here, right? Make this bigger. Make this a little bit lower. Okay, very, very difficult here. So this is the one right here. Okay, I make this too. I need to make it out a little bit more. And we handle that later. But I leave this part for enough room for her cheeks and the jaw here. So this is bright. And this is bright. Oh, Larry, no. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I was a teacher. I left my school. I retired. I teach in the university, but not art, not an art teacher. I'm a business subject professional. So I teach business, communication, marketing in this university, but not art, okay? So all is I self-learn. I learn all by myself, as you do, as everyone here. Where do I buy my trucks? I bought from a stationery store. I supply out. I bought from the Amazon. Well. When you need a bulk, a really large amount of chalk, you can buy this everywhere. Believe me, if you're living in Canada, North America, you can see this brand everywhere. Crayon, all this brand, right? What do you call this brand? Crayola. No, I'm not her sponsor. I don't have any special recommendation or sponsorship with this one, but it's so convenient everywhere. And sometimes you can get some chalks in different stores. This is where I got in my local store, and it works also well, right? You see, this for kids, but it's still good drawing here. So it's not expensive. It's only few bucks here, few dollars here, 48 of them. Okay, so you can buy offline, online, that's okay. Any kind of chalk. I don't have a preference. I don't have any special chalks to recommend, and you don't need it. So here, yeah, let me show you. It's very heavy. This is what I got from Amazon. They saw this in the box, like 144. They are already I got for all of you. If I use up all these 144, it will be I will be finish 1,000 1,000 piece of work. Okay, let me show you. This one I used this last I think it's the last year, and I just use few of them, and I create hundreds of artwork already. So amazing! It's so cheap. And this only, I think this box 144 costs only less than $10 Canadian dollars. Okay, so you see what I have. And I think coffee is more expensive than chalk. I spend a cup of coffee every time I draw. Every time I do my live stream, I cook. I make coffee, which is more expensive. It's $1 to make my own coffee here. And it's more expensive than this. Okay. So I would rather you buy me a coffee. Okay, that's kidding. All right, so we finished this eyes here. So to make sure they have the same size of the ear, don't make them look too differently. Okay, even there's some size problem, you can still make it look like equal. Got a corner here. All right, so that's good. Two eyes are equal size. So now I have the eyes ready. So I move to the root of nose. So the nose comes here. You got two parts of her head, right? This part and this part. So her nose and the starting where they start in their nose from here. So it goes two parts. So this part is brighter, lighter. Then it goes dark, and this part here are lighter, stronger. So it looks like there's a divider here. A line divide each other, divide both parts of her hair. Make this lighter, make this stronger. Okay, then it goes down to the nose. Jewels. Oh yes, jewels. What? Yeah, that's what I try to say, but I don't know how to say that, jewels. So you can see that now. But when we finish in more detail, the dog come closer to you and you see more close of her face. Then you see her there's ropes here. You got a lot of little stuff here because it comes so clear to you because you turn on all the lights and it looks like go closer to you. That's what I try to explain. So that's how we do our drawing. We bring this dog step by step, coming closer to you, and you see all the detail, right? Okay, even closer, you can see each hair, hair by hair, okay, but not so close. But in the drawing, you can see the texture of my chalk. You can see that like that, right? You can see the lines here, right? Jurors. Okay, thank you. That's my English teacher, Anika. Thank you. Okay, this here a little bit dark, and this part will be a lot of light. But the nose, remember, they have different surface here, so they got their own structure here. This is where he grows. All right, so here her mouth, her nose, and then this is the top of her nose with some light, and I need some light over here. And this is the edge of Now her nose, I read because it's straight here. So there's a H, there's a line over here. Okay. All right, so now we're going to draw her nose. So nose to the side of her nose here. And he got the nose side here. This is the center of a divider. And now I need the nose here. Top of her nose. So I need to make the shapes. Now. And I got a divider in the center, the line divide. This is the shadow area. Water coming from the nose. It's still called drillers. Like this part. Yeah, I need to make it quick now because it's already a lot of time I spent stand on this drawing. Okay, I need to make her nose really shiny, healthy, because the healthier the dog is, the I think the nose is more watery. I make this part more light. Right. Okay, I got her nose. Okay, then I drew this part. This is a mouse. Then I drew this part. And now I'm going to draw her mouth right here, tongue. So her tongue here, we got a strong light on the edge. From here, the lights come here, right, and then some are here. Okay, they got the Tongue over here. And then there's a divider, very, very tiny here, so you don't touch them. Clay dabbler. Thank you. Okay, let me see. I need some age over here. Round. So that's probably you can see the dog. Let me put down here so everyone can see it. That's the dog we're drawing. Okay, so now we finished this part. Now we're gonna to finish her lips. So the lips here, very dark, around her tongue. Because the shadow is just right up under there. And this her lips, and this lower lips on the back. And this is the other part of the lip. So I clean it up for so that we can do some effect over there. Okay, so now it's not so it's not so dark. You need some shade. So we start from the right. And so here he got some light on the corner of her mouth. And he got some on the back of her mouth, lower lips. And he got some here on the side. Then he got okay. This the back, and then this the front. Alright, so I got the tongs ready. Alright, then this chick right here is so dark, but he got the age here. You know, that's a lot. That's her lips. Okay, and so now we finish this part, right? And then what we're going to do, fix this. Let me bright here. Okay, so now we have all this part of the mouth, it's so correct, and then we're gonna move to the ear. We start from this part. So this is her age. It is so bright here. So I give the age here. And then I draw the ear. This is the age. Not too bright, right? Okay, so this is a color with bright, but it's not so bright. It's a gray color. Okay, so cover it with all the chalk, but not bright. Great. Lip some strokes here for the texture of the hair. This upper sides are much intense, so probably you don't see the texture there. Okay, so this here you see, leave no black, but leave some gray color. Gray, I mean not bright, but gray. Age of the ear. Okay, then I need to draw another part of her ear. So right here is so bright. And then this part is going to turn to the light, turn to the shadow where it's moving. Don't need not. Well, thank you for all your support, everyone. If you like our drawing, please leave your likes on the right tab, right the corner on your tap, and I will receive that. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we move to the top of her head. Well, we don't want to spend too much time on one drawing, so let's move quickly. If you have any question, leave your comment here. I will try to explain. I will try to reply to you. I've got the time. So this forehead is divided. This part and this part. And this age. Okay. Hair. So this side is so bright. Alright. Okay, that's the 金毛. Golden retriever. I try to remember the name of this good dog. Okay, so he got some shade over here. I give a divider here. Oh, I drew. I leave some marks here. Okay, then I will fix that later. I just leave that. I need to work on that, and this part will be bright. So it is a very clear age, and this is her. Very nice, Dusty Phillips. Oh, Dusty. Otaka Ushi say hi. Okay, now we move down, and then this is her cheeks, much higher light. And then this part will be very gray, not clear, with shadow. And these are all the shadow. Okay, then this part. Okay, this is the mouse here. Mouse open right here, get some light. And then you move down. This much light, area shadow. Okay, so now we move here, and I need some light here. I need some light here. And this is a shadow area. I think I got his mouth, his nose too big. I get it smaller, more fit. Okay. Smaller nose. Not too, oh, it still looks like a big. Okay. And then I make this smaller. So I make the much flat. All right. Also, look at this, the nose. Okay, so now I'm moving down to here, to here. So I need to handle these tricks. Okay, and then this part will be very bright, so I need small white here. Not. Sometimes it's not easy to draw a straight line. So you put this vertical here, you touch it and move a little bit lower. Climb it up. So there's a very clear edge shadow here. Right, this is the mouse. Here bright. Chris, if you don't, when you look for reference, do you look for Yes, that's a good question. Oh, Tala, yes, when you choose a reference photo, you have to pay attention to the light and shadow. Is that the light and shadow you like, and it's that you can draw? Is that tell a good story to make the portraits more interesting? So that's all we are considering. So in short, yes, that's right. Every photo portrait with very easy lighting setup. Okay, you have a main light, you have some supplemental light, but you don't have tens of the light to make everything bright. No, it's not right. So that's why you have two light setup or three light setup, one's main and two supplemental lights, and that's you can take reference to see how they take the portrait in the studio. They sell in the photo studio. So if you choose the animals to draw, like a wildlife, I used choose those photo takes under the natural light. Okay, better with very good light setting. And the natural light, no matter it's noon, it's morning, or it's afternoon, the light, outdoor light are very attractive. You don't have to set up in a studio. Some people take dogs or cat or pet to take a studio portrait like human, like a people's portrait. That's fine. But if you choose the reference photo, yes, you have to know a very clear light and shadow and light up setting. Okay, I hope I answer your question. So now we're moving faster to finish our drawing. So all the light from the left are very strong, you can see. So here he got very bright shade here on the left of her body. Because it's a white dog, you have to make it so bright. Okay. So you see, when you have the better light, even it's all white, you have to still looking for the shadow area, the light area. You have to distinguish them. They are not even light. They looks like very light everywhere, but actually it's not. Like this part, you have this very bright, but you have little shadow here. Even though all these are white hair, a white fur, but they are different, different tints, different level of light and shadow. Okay, so I can make this part clear, and I will leave out this part blurred. So I have finished this part. Of course, you can make it more realistic to make the light more reasonable to show the structure of this dog, golden retriever. So here lies like this from here. So this part, this will be very light. It's continuous, goes to the here, and goes down because light is like this in this direction. You see what I show here? So it goes like this direction. So all this this line are bright, stronger. And then it goes to the middle of her neck here, the shadow comes in. Or even here, not much light. And here, even less. So you see, I move very slowly. You don't hear the sound like scratch on my blackboard. But okay, now we have this. This is a shadow area, so you have to take care of that. Yeah, we spent this drawing today a much longer time because we have answered. We have a lot of chat. We have a lot of people ask questions, and I'm happy to answer your questions. So we spent pretty much time for this drawing today, but that's okay. I'm still awake. I'm still okay. Thank you for everyone takes your likes here. I need your support to tell everyone that we have a live stream channel drawing animals, and it's fun. Of course, this part is very dark, right? So you can probably wipe out some chalk with your finger a little bit there. Not too dark, but you have to make them some shadow there. This is the mouth, the edge of the mouth. There's a little light. Make this part especially light because he got some supplemental light over there. Okay, I spent, well, because it's all white dog, I have to cover our blackboard with all the chalk. It takes a long time to do that. Okay, so I can say that we have done most of that with all the detail we need. So the light here, I give it more light over here. So it's a white. Okay, see this one. This is the dog we're drawing, right? Okay. So now I have to finish that. Okay, so let's do the last things. We make the black very black, the dark very dark, and then I finish it with some little touch here. So I make the eyes black. Why you do that? Because the chalk's coming down. So the black you draw as covered by some chalk. Okay, so you got the eye pupil here, and then I need some light highlight here. So I draw the highlight here to make it more shiny eyes. All right, and then I make this one as well. I make the black, the shadow. The pupil black, and then I give another highlight over here. And then I need some more highlight. I know some area he got more light, so I put here this much light. I just make the very focus few area. You don't have to do all of them. So I need some light here, and then I need some light here, enough notch, and then here, because the nose right here, I have to make it very outstanding here, and this is ready for her whisker, and this some light here, and well, you can put some here to make her nose more shiny. And then I need some driller. Her tongue. Okay. So make it the shape good. And then I need some light here, some highlight for her lips. I got some whisker here, and I need to make her mouth here clean up. So as here. I need this for yes, I think the string. Yeah, it's a live stream. You can see the replay on my channel. So I have all my live stream replay. You can see that all the subject, all the animal, tiger, lion, bear, eagle, all this. Don't miss it, because I think I'm the only chalkboard artist doing this very realistic drawing of animal and human and people. Thank you, Pro. I think all the world can hear your sound, Miss Pro 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. That's the golden retriever. We haven't finished one more very important thing. He got some whiskers. So, no, he got some hair here. Okay, let me do it. Okay, he goes down on this part. Okay, and then it goes like, make it more cute with her whisker. He got some here, of course, but you cannot see there because the light is so strong. But I leave some there for your imagination. And then I give some light here. And I give some light over here. Because light here, you see this, and this, and this, they are coming together. All right, so these are all the reflect lights. And then it got some here. It got the eyebrow somewhere here. Yeah, on the top, you got the top very flat. Okay, so you got it here. All right, all this done by chalk. So drawing is not difficult. If you know the shadow structure and everything, you need only this penny chalk to do that. All right. So that's the word. That's the medium I use. You just use penny cents to finish one. What costs me more, as I say, is a coffee with me to draw this lovely portrait with you. So every time I do my live stream, I have to finish a cup of coffee. So buy me a coffee if you could. Thank you. So I can do it every day. I have a coffee, then I can do it every day. Thank you. All right, let me see what else I need to do. Oh, okay. Okay, I need to fix this part. I have to make this clear. This is access, you know, you don't really have to do it, but if you have time, you make everything there to make your pictures more and more realistic, and make the drawing. That's the dog at your house. Okay. Your house. That's the dog of yours. You can draw your own path anytime. I make the forehead much stronger here. All right. So don't do anything more there. Okay. Thank you everyone. Oh, yes, thank you, Smith. It's 3 a.m. there, your time. So you're from East. I'm on the West. It's only 12 o'clock here. Oh, 12:30. So thank you, everyone from all the world. Which for, also, how many hours have you spent on this? Yeah, I have spent this more than 2 hours because there's so many questions here. So I chat with people here. Usually we take 1 hour, hour and a half, or maybe sometimes 2 hours, depending on how complicated the subject is, depending on how many people asking question. I have to stop to talk to you. So it depends. But I spent this one, as I see here from my records here, is already more than 2 hours and a half. Okay, because it's all white, I have to cover everything there. So this take pretty much time. So thank you everyone. So tap your likes and subscribe to my channel, and we will come back the day after tomorrow. So I will do that every other days. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Bye bye. Love you. Oh, thank you, Michoshi. I see that is yeah. I like to be an artist. And I'm really happy to say that you see me as an artist. Thank you. So okay, this is a dog. Take a look. Right, it's right here, and then boom, it's there. It's a chalkboard drawing. Right, it's a dog. That's a dog. It's right here. Ooh, we cannot say they are the same dog, but they are from the same family, right? There's a brother and sister of father or mother of this golden retriever. They are from the same family. They look so much alike. Probably not the same one, but okay, that's fine. We just have fun. Thank you. So thanks for everyone here. Bye bye. Bye bye.